So, what is investment appraisal?
Yeah. So investment appraisal is basically uh you use different techniques to know if the funds you're investing are worthwhile into a particular project or no.
Okay, fine. So it is whether you should invest in a particular project or no. It's investment appraisal. And how many techniques do you have for investment appraisal?
For
Name the techniques.
yeah, accounting rate of return, then there is payback period, net present value and internal rate of return.
Okay, accounting rate of return takes what into consideration?
Profit, accounting profit.
Profit into consideration. Payback period takes what into consideration?
Cash flow.
Cash flow into consideration. So, do you think taking profit into consideration or cash flow into consideration is a logical thing to do?
No, like I think time is more important than these two.
Why time is
Yeah.
more important?
Because see, like you could have like earned like a higher amount, but if it takes like a lot of time, then that won't be like logical to invest
So, you
in.
mean to say that money received today is more
Mm-hmm.
valuable than money received on a later date?
Yeah.
Why?
Because the present value will have more um like will be more valuable than the
Okay.
amount received.
What you have today is more valuable than what you receive after some years.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So if you receive $100 today, after some years, what would be the value of that $100? Will it be less than $100 or more than $100?
Probably less.
It will be less. So
Mm,
$100 today received after 10 years would be less than what it is valued today.
mm,
Something
yeah.
that you receive in future, if you want to calculate the present value today, you have to use the rate of interest that has been into circulation. Are you with me?
Mm, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So do you think that while making any decision to invest in a project or no, you have to consider time value of money?
Yeah, yes.
Why?
Yeah, because as you said before, the present value of the currency would be much more valuable than later. So the value of it decreases
So when
in
you
the future.
invest, okay, when you invest, all your money is going to go out now, right?
Mm. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Best, I would say that all the money will go out now,
Mm-hmm.
but the
Yeah,
receipts from your investment will be in the future.
yeah.
Yes, you will get your returns in the future only.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means you will have to calculate the present value of your future cash flow.
Yes.
Think about it. Money will go out when?
When you're investing.
Now. But you will receive money in the
Future.
future. So what will you have to calculate? The
Mm,
present
the,
value of the
yeah.
future inflow. Yes.
Yes.
So
Like
you will
the
have to,
value of the, yeah.
yeah. So you will have to calculate the present value of your future cash flow. That means what you're going to receive
Mm,
in future, you will have
future.
to calculate the present value of it. And to
Yeah,
calculate
yeah.
the present value, you will have to discount the future inflow.
Yeah, fair. Mm.
Hmm? So can I say, if I am going to receive dollar, not one, it is dollar 100 in the future.
Okay.
I am going to receive dollar 100 in the future. What would be the present value of that dollar 100?
mm,
$100 in the
100.
future is
Mm-hmm.
equivalent to how much now?
90.
A discount factor of 10%. You will
Mm.
discount to $100 at 10% and you will get the amount 90. That
Yeah.
means 90 now is equal to 100 in the future.
Yeah.
So if I am receiving 90 now or I receive 100 in the future, the value would be the same. What I can buy from 90 now, in the future,
Mm-hmm.
I would be able
It's
to buy
100.
the same thing for 100.
Yeah.
Whenever you are given the future inflows, if you want to consider the time value of money, you will have to get your future inflows present value.
Yeah.
Okay, so you will have to find the present value of your future cash inflow so that you can make a decision today whether I have to invest or not. Are you with
Yeah.
me? So
Yes.
basically, you have to find the discounted value of your future cash inflows.
Yeah. Okay.
Why do I do that?
To know the value, the net present value of
How
the future cash.
net present value is basically comparing your outflow today
Mm-hmm.
with
To
the
your inflow
discounted
future.
value of your inflow today. So that means if today this is your outflow, today I am comparing it with the present value of future inflows. And if I get a positive amount, I would say that it is good enough to invest. Yes?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So what is time value of money? What is the meaning of time value of money?
Basically, if the money that you've invested, it has worth now, more worth now or later,
No.
like in the future.
Time value of money is the principle that 100, suppose I'm taking an amount of 100. 100
Yeah.
is worth more now than at some time in the future. So in the
Hmm.
future, what is the worth of 100 would be less as compared to the worth of 100 now.
Yeah.
In the future, maybe today I can buy two uh,
Mm-hmm.
calculators with $100. But in
Hmm.
future, I might not be able to buy two calculators because the value of calculator will increase. And maybe in future, I can buy only one calculator with $100
Okay.
because of inflation. Okay, like when I was small, I could buy a dairy milk, a big bar of dairy milk at dirhams 25. Okay,
Hmm.
now, or you could say INR 25, but now if I have to buy the same dairy milk after 20 years, I have to pay INR 100. So
Yeah. Okay.
INR 100 now was equivalent to INR 25 20 years ago.
Yes.
Understanding the concept?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Same amount of money is worth more now than sometime in the future.
Future.
So income, now what we have to understand over here is that
Mm-hmm.
outflow is going to happen when?
When you're investing
When are you investing?
in in present, yeah,
This
in the
current
present.
year. So
Yeah.
outflow is happening now.
Mm-hmm.
Initial investment is happening now,
Now,
but income will be earned in the
later, future,
income
inflow,
will be
future. Yeah.
income is to be earned in the future. So income
Mm-hmm.
is going to be earned in the future, but cash flow
Future.
is going to happen now. So what you
Current.
have to do is your inflow of future, it cannot be compared with your current cash outflow. Is it correct to compare your current outflow with future inflow?
No, no, no. So you have to
No.
calculate your net present value for the
So
future
you will
inflow.
calculate your present value for your future inflow.
Yeah, fine.
Basically, the outflow is happening now. So
Mm-hmm.
you want your present value of future inflow. So you will compare your current outflow with present value of future money to make a decision that you have to invest or not. Why do I
Hmm.
find the present value of future inflow? Yeah, so if you're making a profit, if your outflow minus inflow is, if your inflow is more, if you're making a profit, then you can
Mm-hmm.
invest. If you're not making a profit, then
Then you don't invest.
so the
Oh,
two
sorry.
terms
Yeah.
that you need to know over here is what is net present value?
Okay. Net present value is the present value of the future receipts from a project.
Present value of future receipts minus
Less. Yeah.
the
The
present
present
value of
value. Hmm.
payments, not future, minus the present value of payment.
Sorry. Payments in the same project. Yeah.
Present value of what? Future receipts.
Present value of future receipts.
Present value of future receipts minus current
Future
payments
payment.
will give
Current
you
payment.
your NPV. Okay, how do you get NPV?
You'll do future receipts,
Present
current
value of
value,
future
future
receipts
receipts, less
minus,
current payments.
minus current payments, that is your current outflow, will give you
Yeah.
your NPV.
Hmm.
How do you get the present value of future receipts? So you will have the inflow given to you. What will you will have? You will have
Inflow.
inflow given to you. So you would say you will have inflow given to you of year one. That means after 1 year, you will be earning, say, 100,000. In the year
Yeah.
two, you will be earning, say, 200,000. In the year three, you could say you would be earning 500,000. So what is this? This is the future inflow. What is this? Future inflow. But what do you have to find out? You have to find out the present value of future inflow. So at that
Okay.
time, we give you the cost of capital. Say maybe the cost of capital will be at the rate of 10% or 12%. So you have to discount it. You will have to discount it. They will give you some value, maybe 0.9, the cost of capital. That means one after a year would be 0.9 today. So they will give you cost of capital, some figures which will already be given to you. And what do you
Hmm.
have to find out?
NPV.
To find out the present value of future inflow. So how do you find the present value of future inflow?
Cash inflow minus cash outflow.
Future inflow
Sorry.
multiplied
Huh.
by the discount factor, you will get the whatever. They will give you an amount. So you will get the present value of the future inflow. Okay. After you get the
Yeah.
present value of future inflow, you will find out NPV. How do you get
Hmm.
NPV? Out
Future receipts.
minus
Hmm.
present
Minus
value
payments.
of future inflow. How do you get NPV? Out
Outflow minus
minus the present value of future inflow.
future inflow.
If
Yeah.
your NPV is positive, then what do you do? That means if
Then
outflow minus inflow. If your NPV, if your inflow is more and outflow is less. So if inflow is more than the outflow, then what do you do? Invest. Are
yeah.
you with me?
Hmm.
Fine. What do you think is better? Spending 100 today or spending 100 after a year? In
Spending 100 today.
why?
Because the value of basically the value in the future would equal to the value that's currently today.
In
So it's
100 we
better.
can buy more today, but after 10 years in 100 I could not
Yeah,
buy two.
like you'll buy less things. Yeah.
Okay. I expected that most people will answer spending 100 in future is important. Okay, like
Okay.
Umesh answered, but you should remember that as your time goes on, okay, as
Money becomes less.
money will become less valuable. Can you name the
Hmm.
four investment appraisal techniques for me?
Accounting rate of return, payback period, net present value, and internal rate of return.
Okay, so your net present value is the present value of your future receipts. What is net
Future
present
receipt.
value?
Inflow minus outflow.
Present value of the future receipts minus the present value of your future payments in
Future
respect
payment.
of the same project.
Both of them are present value.
Yeah, both of them are present
Ah,
value because you will
all right.
compare inflow and outflow on the same date.
Yeah, but
For
future
the
of the
project,
future, right? Of the future inflow and outflow.
this will be future inflow and present value of your current payments, not future payments.
Okay, fine.
Okay, what is NPV?
And PV is the current
Of
future
future inflow
receipt.
minus
Yeah,
your
inflow minus
outflow.
current outflow.
Okay. What does NPV consider? The time
Consider
value of
time
money.
value of money.
What does your NPV consider?
Time value of money.
What is the principle of time value of money?
The, um,
Money is worth more today than in future. So time value of
future.
money is important because we are comparing our future cash flow with present cash flow. So if you cannot
Mhm.
compare your future with present, so you have to convert your future inflow into the present value so that we compare the like with the like. So if you say you are investing 100 today, if the same thing you do after 1 year, that money will earn money for itself and it will become 110. So 100 today is equivalent to 110 after a year.
Yeah.
100 today is equivalent to 121 in the 2 years. After two
Okay.
years. Can I say this is correct? That
Yeah.
means 121 after 2 years will be equal to 100 today.
100. Yeah.
If I have to find the present value of 121,
Mm-hmm.
I will discount it at 10% for how many years? 2 years. So I will arrive
Yeah.
at 100. So when I have my future inflow, I will have to discount it at the given rate of interest. Okay, so that I can arrive at the present value. So
Yeah.
NPV is also called the discounted cash flow method. What is it also called as the
Counted cash flow method.
cash flow method, which will consider the time value of money. Now the question over
Mhm.
here is that what percentage will you take as discount? So in your question, they will give you two figures. Cost of capital at 10% or discount factor at 10% or 20%. They will give you two random figures. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then ahead, they will tell you that the cost of capital is this much percentage. So
Yeah.
you will find out NPV at that percent discount factor.
Okay.
Okay. And the discount factor and the rates will be given to you in the question directly. Now your steps
Fine.
to calculate NPV. You will first calculate the net cash flow for the project. How do you get the net cash flow for the project? Inflow minus
Minus outflow.
what will you compare the net cash flow? What will you find out? Net
Yeah.
cash flow.
Net
When
cash
the
flow.
word net comes, you will do inflow minus outflow.
Outflow.
That you will multiply it with the discounted factor.
Okay. Fine.
Okay? You will multiply it with the discounted factor and then you will calculate NPV by adding up all the discounted cash flow.
Cash flow. Okay.
If your NPV is greater than zero, it's positive, then you will accept the project. Okay? If it is
Yeah.
negative, then you will reject the project.
Okay.
If your NPV is zero, that means no profit, no loss. Your present value of outflow is equal to your present value of future inflow. Then you will go to other methods. Other methods as in payback, accounting rate of return or internal rate of return to decide whether you have to accept the project or reject the project. If you have two projects, both the projects have positive NPV. So the project which
Yeah.
has the greater NPV, you will accept it.
Prove that.
Okay, are you with me? Now I want
Yes.
you to take some time and try and do this sum. I'm waiting for you. Try to do it. Can you read the question?
Yeah. Jonathan's business can only invest in any one of the following three projects at one
So you
time.
have three projects: Project X, Project Y, and Project Z. And I can invest only in one project. So what will I do?
Z. I think.
Project X has a capital cost of 200,000. NPV is positive, it's greater than zero, I can invest here. Project Y has a capital cost of 300,000. This is NPV. NPV is, that means outflow, inflow minus outflow is already done for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
NPV is positive, I can invest in this project also. Here the capital cost is 400,000. NPV is positive. I can invest in this project also, but I have to choose one project. So which project should I select? The one which has the highest,
Highest.
I can select that. Now
So
you
Z.
now you all can do this part, this question. Calculate the net cash flow and calculate the NPV value of machine A. Try.
At the end, you just have to add the present values to get the NPV, right?
Check. Try, do it. To calculate NPV, your first step is that you have to calculate the net cash flow.
Yeah, done.
Where is the net cash flow given to you?
It's not given if you calculate now. So 400,000 for the
How
first
will you
one.
get the,
So inflow minus outflow is the net cash
sorry,
flow.
net cash
Inflow minus.
flow will be the inflow minus the outflow. Okay,
So 400,000. Yeah.
1 minute, wait. Your net cash flow will be your inflow minus the outflow. So calculate for the first one.
400,000.
So I'm writing what? Net cash flow. Someone do
Yeah.
it. Can you see? Net cash flow is 400,000.
Then again 400,000.
Okay, then again how much? 400,000. For the year 3 it is 200,000. 100,000. This is your net cash flow. But always remember to put year 0 also. In the year 0, you are going to do what? You are going to do your
The
initial
first.
investment of 950,000. What are you going
Yeah.
to Initial investment of 950,000.
9.
So in your year 0, you have the net
Mm-hmm.
cash flow of how much? 950,000.
Yeah.
Okay. Your discount factor. What is your discount factor? They are telling you cost of capital is 8%.
Yeah, so 8%. So
So
you'll
you
use
will take
the
discount
discount.
factor of 8%.
Yeah.
Okay. 8% after year 1 will become 0.926. But in my current year, when I am doing the initial outflow, in my current year, when I am doing the initial outflow, I will take the discount factor as 1% only. Okay.
Yeah.
I will take the discount factor as 1% only. So 950,000 into 1%. So the present value of my outflow will remain the same. Are you
Yeah.
with me?
Yeah.
Yes. Now this is your future net cash flow. Yes.
Hmm.
This is your future net cash flow. How did you get your future net cash flow? No. Inflow minus outflow. Inflow minus outflow, you got the net cash flow. So this is the net cash flow after year 1, after year 2, after year 3, year 4. Are you all with me?
Yeah.
Now you will discount it at 8%. So what will you get? What will you write over here? At year 1, it is 926. Write it along with me. Year 2,
Hmm.
it is.
857.
Year 3, it is.
0.794 and
Year 4,
0.73.
it is 0.735.
You just multiply them right now.
Multiply it. Outflow will be negative.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Flow.
Then yeah.
Give me the answer, please.
Hmm. 370400 for the first one.
3
70400.
for year 2.
342800.
Year 3.
Then 158800.
Hmm.
73,500. Yeah.
NPV. Outflow minus inflow. Give.
Hmm.
This is not in negative.
Uh,
Inflow is
583.
positive.
4,500. It's positive.
This is not negative. Okay. This will be without bracket. Only the first year. That means your base year, year 0, where you're doing your initial outflow, it will be negative. Okay. So what is your net present value?
It's minus 4. 1 second. No?
So it is the
4,500.
present value of your current outflow minus the present value of your future cash flow. Okay.
Yeah.
Present
Hmm.
value of your future cash flow. So what you are getting, NPV, outflow minus inflow.
Negative 4,500.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
No, I don't see it's negative. I see 950,000 is over here, and this is less than
Negative.
950.
1 second.
Yeah.
Negative only. Yeah, negative 4,500.
Yeah, tell me. It's
Yeah, miss,
negative.
I'm getting like 4,500 only.
Okay, negative 4,500.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the net cash flow of your machine A.
Hmm.
Okay. Now you have information about machine B. You have some information about machine B. And they have told you the present value at 8% discount factor for machine B is 20,200. Can you see this?
Yeah.
So tell me, NPV of machine A is how much?
Negative 4,500.
And NPV of machine B at the same discount factor is how much?
20,200.
So advise the directors which machine they should buy.
So machine B because it has a positive NPV.
Yeah, so write that. So they can buy machine B because it has a positive NPV. They have a higher ARR. Its payback period is lower. You can write anything that you want. But the main thing is that it has a positive NPV. Can you tell me the advantages and disadvantages of net present value? Can you tell me advantages and disadvantages of NPV? NPV, it takes a time value of money into consideration. We'll continue this. Okay. Advantages of NPV is that it takes time value into consideration and it uses cash flow. It uses the cash flow rather than profitability. But cash flow is also what? Discounted. Okay. What is disadvantages is that the managers are not able to understand the concept of present value. This could be one disadvantage. And another disadvantage is it is very difficult to say that the cost of capital would be this percentage. So it is very difficult to estimate the discount factor. So what are the two disadvantages of NPV? And okay, fine. So this is the NPV. There are two questions which I wanted to do. This is the first one. You can pause and then do this question. And then the second question, question number 3. Okay. These two questions you can do. So these are the two questions that I want you to do. This is the first question. NPV. You can read this question, pause and do, and then you can check this. And the next question would be this one. You have to calculate the NPV of two projects, project X and project Y. You see the discount factor which is there and suggest which project to invest in. And this is the answer of it. Okay. I'll meet you in the next class for IRM.